Get going. Good evening, everyone. Welcome. I think we're starting with community relations, and then we've got policy and facilities. Is that the order? Maybe? Close, or facilities policy? Okay. Anyways, okay, roll call for community relations. Let's see. Vice Chair, Ms. Morency?
Here.
Ms. Parker? Mr. Pennings? Ms. Martin? Mr. Dudley? And let's see, we've got several others. Ms. Kinzer? Huh? Do we need to make note of everybody who's here? Okay. Okay, everybody's here. Okay, hope everyone has had a minute to review the agenda. Any changes? Anyone? Thank you. Mr. Moore? All right, do I have a second? Thank you. Mr. Atkinson? Okay, all those in favor of adopting this agenda, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Oh, sorry. Yes?
Point of order, when we have committees like this, only members of the committee can make motions or vote.
Oh, sorry.
Correct myself, because as of last month, I was on the committee.
Okay, thank you. This is true. We're adapting to changes.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Pennings. All right. Thank you. Thank you for catching that. I was still kind of in the mindset that we were all on the committee. All right. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. And I hope everyone has had just a second to review the minutes. Anyone see anything that needs to be changed?
Motion to approve.
Thank you. Ms. Morency. Second. Does anyone have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Dudley. Okay, all those in favor of approving the minutes, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Excellent. Okay. Well, tonight is largely brainstorming, but it is about time to think about the Christmas parade. Last year, we had a lot of fun. I think it was very relationship building. For those of you who were not here, David Moore brought his power tools, and we did lose a pivotal part of our team. Jerry Lassiter took it very seriously, and he was a big asset. I'd love discussion to see if this is, one, something we want to do, two, what we would like to do, and three, last year we participated in 3 parades, so discussion on how much involvement everyone wants to have. Does anyone have anything that they would like to offer or suggest? Yes, sir, Mr. Pennings?
We all of us that worked on it and participated last year had a real good time. I know all the kids that go before. I can't talk for Springville, but it's Mount Pleasant, Columbia. They all had a good time. The only change I think to me is that we have some Christmas carols printed out. So when we're riding the book, the kids all started to sing them, you know. I'm 76-year-old memory forgets a lot of them.
Okay. All right, well, I've made note. We will print some carols and prepare for that. Is there anyone opposed to doing the Christmas parade? Okay, no one is opposed. Who is willing to give their time to participate in the preparation for the Christmas parade and the parade itself? Okay. Good. This is for everyone, yes. I'm so glad so many people are in attendance, because this is for everyone.
What was the question?
Do we want to do it? If so, how elaborate? I will say, the children's faces last year, I think seeing their school bus roll down the road in a parade, I think that was very exciting for the kids. And if we want to minimize our time investment, I think to decorate a school bus and have it roll down the road, I think we still need to be present on that school bus. We could get by with something as little as that, but I have some other ideas if we want to go to the the school bus pulling a trailer. Shirley here, what was that thing we went to, the Livability Expo? Shirley had this little schoolhouse. It was wooden, And it was a photo op, and I was like, Shirley, why did I not know about this last year? I mean, we can prop that on a trailer, put some lights around it, and it would be a lot less time investment, but I think it would still be fun, or we can just do the school bus. But I need feedback, because it's time to start now, lining up trailer, getting supplies.
I think the school bus pulling the trailer, especially in Columbia, was great last year.
Okay.
I just have one more remark. I didn't see the school board superintendent raise his hand.
Yes, oh, no, I raised my hand.
Okay.
I did.
Okay.
Was the logo on the school bus, I'm sorry, I didn't see. Was the logo, our school logo on it?
It's a Murray County school bus. It was one of our smaller buses, but they have adapted it with the trailer hitch and everything. So, you know, I reached out. Thank you for responding. We have been granted permission to, Mr. Perryman has said that we could use a bus again. And
Nice if we had a big reusable logo.
for a Christmas logo, or just MCPS, or Let's Grow Murray?
Put it on the front of the bus. Well,
I think that's doable, or, you know, we can probably approach Mary Beth Rest for some of her Grow Murray. Is that kind of, what do you mean?
Are you talking about? Yeah, we can get it printed on foam core and put it on the front of the bus. That's not hard. We can do that.
Do you have the same one for all three parades? Is that what you did?
I participated in Columbia, but I was not able to participate in Mount Pleasant or Spring Hill. Did we do the whole, no, I think we shortened it for,
No, For Mount Pleasant, we just had your car,
we did not do the school bus.
took it down there, and Mr. Moore's trailer.
Okay, so.
Yeah.
The, Nathan Springburg, the Nathan truck, the building trailer.
I think the Mount Pleasant parade and the Spring Hill parade were at the same time last year. So maintenance
Right.
the trailer in Mount Pleasant, is that right? We split, and then the school bus went to Spring Hill. And then
Okay, that's right.
Columbia, we pulled both trailers with the school bus.
Okay. Well, I will look to see when, you know, if there's any conflict in parades. I'm happy to get us signed up for all of them. I don't know that I would need someone to step up maybe for the different communities. But I'm willing to kind of, let me get some more information and report back. How about that? But I did reach out to Christy Martin, who runs Columbia's parade, to ask if maybe we could, I think, like I know Dr. Marzak needed to jump off because he had a child in it, so I'm gonna see if I can sweetly ask that we're really far in the front so that we can all jump off and kind of be there for kids and things like that, although that's probably a common parent request. But anyways, I have reached out to Christy.
You can put me down for taking the trailer down to Mount Pleasant.
Yay, thank you.
If it's the same day like Sunday like it was last year.
It's the first Saturday of December, so it's the third.
So then
December
that's
3rd.
gonna come up before Columbia. But so actually,
first
that's pretty
Saturday.
nice, because, what'd you say?
You said it's the first Saturday in December?
Yes.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay, well, we'll get it all looking great. I don't know that I'll be there, but that's okay. Anyways, okay, well, I think I'm hearing, excuse me, people's willingness, so I will get information and communicate via email, but I think we should, in summary of this topic, real quick, I'm hearing we like doing the trailer. Do y'all like the idea of using the school and decorating it with Christmas lights?
I think that's cute.
Okay, I have not been able to find the theme yet, but I'm sure we can implement the theme somehow with the schoolhouse, the lights, and the school bus. It's just gonna be great. So, okay,
I would like to throw out a theme of Christmas vacation with Mr. Pennings being cousin Eddie
I love it.
with the dicky
Nice.
with the dicky and the white sweater.
I can see this, I can see this. I will give feedback to Christy Martin and recommend that theme. Okay, thank.
Anything that's legal for the
Okay, well, thank you very much. I'm excited that everyone seems willing, and I think it's gonna turn out great again, and I'm sure we will, have a lot of fun. The long hours, did lead to relationship building, and Dr. Marzak, you were kind of fresh through the threshold then. You thought, what have I gotten myself into? Okay. Okay, I know there's been discussion about, moving on, there's been discussion about some digital meetings. This committee, I think we have a little bit different focus than some of the other committees that we, we're reviewing policy, discussing budgets and stuff. But I really stopped and thought, okay, what is the goal of this community relations committee? And I have summed it up, and I'm going to throw out my thoughts, so I would love to get everyone's input if this isn't really our goal, but kind of as we plan for what we want to do this year. I would say it's to increase community awareness and involvement and to continue to foster good relationships with county commissioners and other groups in the community. So does anyone have any thoughts about that? Because I feel like a lot of ours could be done via digital meeting or something. I feel like we all commit a lot of time. Is anyone interested in looking into that? Yes.
I will just say, I think that it's, sometimes when you have 11 people trying to come up with some ideas, it can be very tedious. And I think a lot of times, some of the things that we're trying to do, it maybe is, if we're working on a float or something like that, that's time where we can all be together. But I think it might be easier too sometimes to do some of these things via email. And I don't know that any of the stuff that we're wanting to do is all that controversial. If there is, then obviously I think that's when we would want to have an open meeting. But if we can move some things along, scheduling things. A lot of it is scheduling, I feel like, on community relations. I would definitely be open to limiting the number of meetings that we have. That's always a good thing.
Well, and Ms. Morency just, kind of asked about the sunshine law. So I think there's some kinks to work out, but I think maybe this is a good opportunity for us to explore some new ideas. And there are some things, if we can communicate via email, it might make our meetings more efficient, and that's what I would like to see. I would like to see our time on these topics out in the community and not sitting in this room. So with that in mind, I wanted to kind of express my goals on that, but if I do send out an email, please respond, because at the end, I'm trying to minimize our time here.
We talked about this at executive on Monday, and Dr. Hargrove brought up a good point. She said if we decide to do a meeting, let's say in Skype or in Google Hangouts, then what we would need to do is we would have to broadcast it here. So if people wanted to come and sit and listen, they could, versus not everybody has technology at home still. So they would have the ability to come here and still listen to the meeting. So we would still have to have tech here, and they would just run the monitor. And they would have to be there, and if somebody came in the last 5 minutes, they would have to just stay the whole time. So that would still be prevalent, but we could do our meetings in that format.
Okay, well, approaching that topic was simply out of respect for everyone's time, and I feel like the goals of this committee really, the meat and potatoes are outside of this room. So I really want to be as respectful of people's times and really hope that on the infrequent episodic occasion where we do something community relations, that I can encourage everyone to attend, So just throwing some thoughts out there. I have reached out to Will Evans because I feel like he works with Mary Beth West with the Grow Murray, and we have similar goals of community relations. It's all promoting our community. Of course, we specifically are promoting school board. And so I have reached out to him to say, how could we best partner to make the best use of our energy? And then Kim, I've also spoken with Kim since she is our communications specialist. I feel like if we can all work together as a team, that's hopefully could be fruitful. Kim and I were kind of throwing around some ideas. And as a school board, I kind of want to let people see us as very approachable, and I think that's come a long way over the last couple of years. Brainstorming, there's never a wrong answer. I suggested, and Kim kicked it around with me, that as a school board, what if we did a photo of the month contest, trying to encourage, I think there are a lot of people who do social media. Dr. Marzak's really promoted Twitter, and I think a lot of people are on board, but if there's a way for us to develop Kim had an idea of how it could be structured, and I won't bore you with those details, but if we as a school board were to receive photos of anything school-related, and then we could do a photo of the month contest, where we specifically run that, but I think businesses in the community would donate little prizes. Just throwing that out, just to kind of open up communication and maybe make us seem a little bit more approachable. We can discuss that now, or I can plant the seed and we can follow it up at next meeting. But just a thought. Any comments at this point on that, or y'all want to think about it? Yes. Oh, Mr. Dudley.
Well, my question was back on the digital.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm just moving on. What would you like to say?
Well, I've got concerns. I think when we start trying to hide behind digital stuff and not being transparent with our constituents, we're going to create a problem. And then also, not everybody has all this technology. I don't have the technology at home to be able to do this stuff. You know, I've got a problem. If the school board wants to come furnish all that technology for me, fine. If they want to send a tech to my house to set it up and then get the phone or whatever set up where I can participate, you know, but I don't see no need in it. We all knew that there were multiple meetings that the school board had throughout the year. Our regular meetings as well as committee meetings, and so I've really got a problem with this digital stuff, and I think it leaves opportunity for stuff to be hidden from the public, and then so I've just got concerns about it.
Okay, well, thank you for that feedback. That is a good thing to consider, that it could be viewed as hiding. Definitely not intentional, but it could be viewed that way. So thank you for that feedback, and definitely not an intention to hide, but that was definitely good feedback. Okay. Well, I would love to receive feedback either now or via email or at any time regarding photo contest. I'm completely open to any ideas of how you feel like we can better serve the community as the Community Relations Committee and foster relationships out in the community. Ms. Parker?
I'll go ahead and mention this while we're wrapping up, but I did see a county commissioner who mentioned maybe at Christmas time doing a get-together because the August event was so well received, some kind of joint Christmas party or whatnot, and I think they were going to reach out to you on that. But they also, I know last December we did our 2x2 tours with the commissioners. Hopefully by December we will have the facilities information from Dr. Register, and so maybe something could be done to foster community relations and also advance some other aspects of what we need to move forward on. That was a suggestion from a commissioner.
I'm so glad you brought that up. He did reach out to me when I was out of town, and I had completely forgotten about it, so thank you for that reminder. And is anyone else, like, in awe that a county commissioner reached out for us, wanting to get together because we had so much fun? Like, hello, this is big. So that's exciting. Did you have something, Mr. Pennings? Did I? Okay, well, I am, that makes me smile. We are at a new day in Murray County, for sure, and very legitimate. I think we are all very trying to be transparent, and that's actually good. Okay, anybody have anything else? Otherwise, may I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion made.
Thank you. Mr. Dudley, a second. Ms. Parker, thank you. All right, we are at 6:24. We are adjourned.